All right, hi, welcome to Yoga with Virginia Marie Yoga. I am getting ready and excited for restarting my online Zoom yoga classes. I am going to be teaching 4 evenings a week at 7:30 p.m. Costa Rica time. So if you'd like to join me, the class starts on August 19th, and I would love to have you. So in today's class, we're just going to do a quick 20-minute stretch and just get our bodies ready to go for the day. So to begin, let's start sitting on our butts. So sit down on the ground. You can sit crisscross applesauce, or you can sit on your heels, or you can even put a pillow underneath your bum. Bring your palms down on your knees to ground yourself, or bring your palms up. One up, one down also is available. And then sit nice and tall into your spine and unclench your jaw, soften the sides of your tongue, and simply begin to pay attention to how you breathe. Before you try to change it or fix it or adjust it in any way, simply bring awareness into your natural cadence of breath. I always encourage students to first pay attention to their outhales. So first, as you pay attention to your breath, just notice how long it takes you to exhale. Find that count for your body. Then after you've done a couple of rounds of paying attention to how long your exhales are, then work to match your inhale to the length of your outhale. Continue to sit tall in your spine, roll your shoulders away from your ears, unclench your jaw, and soften the sides of your tongue. Lightly close your mouth. Begin to breathe in and out through your nose if available. On your next inhalation, reach your arms up wide and high. Grab all the good energy that is around you. Palm to palm, draw the good energy to your heart line. And if it's in your practice to set a personal intention, find one here, whether it's just a word that you want to remember for the next 20 minutes or so, or whether it's a person or a place you want to dedicate all of your time and energy. You can always dedicate your own practice inwards, back towards yourself. And then inhale, reach your arms up wide and high. As you exhale, twist to the right hand behind you, left hand to your knee. Every inhale is an invitation for you to lengthen your spine, and every exhale is an invitation for you to go a little bit deeper into your posture. And then stay here in the twist, drop your chin to your chest, and roll your right ear over your right shoulder. And then drop your chin to your chest, and roll your left ear over to your left shoulder. And do that a couple more times. Just nice half crescent chin tuck rolls. And then after you've done about 3, come back to your center, breathe all the way up, and twist to the left. And again, every inhale sits tall in the spine, every exhale deepens the posture. And then let your chin tuck to your chest. And roll your right ear over to your right shoulder. And your left ear over to your left shoulder. Try to trace your chin on your collarbone. Unclench your jawline while you do it. Relax the sides of your tongue. Just pay attention to any stiffness in the neck, any tightness. And then come back to your center and breathe all the way up. And forward fold over the cross of your legs. Bring your fingertips to touch the earth. You can wiggle your heels further away from you. Adjust so that it feels goodish in your body. No judgment, no comparison. Just breathe into your hips. And then inhale, come to sit back up. Altar pose, put your hands behind your butt. I like having my hands face my sits bones. My fingers face my sits bones, but you can turn your hands out from each other. You can also turn your hands back. So spread out through all 10 fingers, spread out through all 10 toes, and then push down through all 4 corners of your hands and your feet and lift your hips up. Take a big breath in. You can look forwards, or you can drop your head back behind you. Unclench your jaw and slow, smooth breath out. And then stay here for a couple of breath cycles, continuing to spread out through fingers and ground down through finger pads. Also make sure your toes are on the ground, spreading out through the toes, not just putting pressure in your heels. And then come to sit back down on the ground. If you're sitting crisscross applesauce, sit the other way. Inhale, reach your arms up high to the sky. As you exhale, lateral stretch, right hand comes down to the earth and your left arm comes over. Bend into your right elbow, soften your right shoulder away from your ear. And come back to your center. Use your low belly to travel you high. Exhale, left hand down, right hand over. And again, soften into your left shoulder, your left elbow. Keep your right sits bone rooted firmly down into the earth. Come back to your center, breathe up, and altar pose one more time. Hands behind your hip points, put your feet on the ground, lift your hips up any amount. Deep breath in, fills you up. Full exhale, lets it go. All right, sit back down on the ground. Roll over to a tabletop posture. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Your hips go over your knees. Spread out through the finger pads. Ground down through the finger pads. Inhale, cow. Drop your belly. Lift your gaze. Lift your bum. Exhale, cat. Push the earth away from you. Tuck your chin to your chest. Navel to your spine. Inhale, cow. Drop your belly. Lift your gaze. Lift your sits bones. And then exhale, cat, and push the earth away. Tuck your chin to your chest. Navel to your spine. Tuck your tailbone. Inhale, cow. And now you continue to move with your breath. Pay attention to your breath more than you pay attention to anybody else's breath. And then start to be interesting with it. So you can sway your hips, you can S your spine. Everybody has about 6 major hinge points: shoulders, elbows, wrists, hips, knees, and ankles. And everyone holds weight differently in their body. So as we move through the practice today, if there's a posture that I do that you don't like, skip it. If there's something that I didn't do that you really love, you can obviously stay and have a personal practice. So for downward facing dog, hands go one paw print forwards, tuck your toes, hips high into the sky. Keep your knees bent and then pedal it out. Extend one heel, extend the other. Continue to push the earth away through the hands, wrap tricep muscles around your arm bones. Try to melt your heart back to your thigh bones. And then stay in some stillness in your down dog. Spit out through your toes. Shake your head yes and say, I'm doing yoga. Shake your head no and say, it doesn't matter what it looks like I'm doing. Then shake your head yes and say, it matters how it feels. It matters how it feels in your body. So, nice and easy, tippy tippy tiptoe. Walk yourself up to your thumbs. When you get to the top of your mat, stay low in your forward fold. So toes are on the ground, fingertips are on the ground. Tuck your chin to your chest, let all the thoughts drip out the top of your head, spit out through the toes. Grab opposite elbows, and then sway side to side. And while you do this, think about your feet. While you let your torso dangle off of your pelvis, think about spreading out through your toes, grounding down through the 4 corners of the feet, while also simultaneously trying to activate and suction cup up through the inner arches. And then gently release your hands. Keep your knees bent if they are. Slowly roll to stand, one bone at a time. Keep your gaze low if you're dizzy. When you get to the top, just roll your shoulders and fix your clothes. Tadasana, palms forward. Actively push the earth away with the feet. Think about your skeletal structure on the inside of your body and try to push the top of your head up into the sky. Inhale, reach your arms up wide and high. Grab your right wrist, pull up and tip over to the side. Push your feet actively away and down into the earth. Come back to your center. Grab your left wrist, pull up and tip over. Again, feet push down. Come back to your center. Weave your fingers behind your bum. Open your heart. Navel draws in. Soften your knees. Drape your torso over your chest and chin to your chest. Slowly release your hands all the way down to the ground. Right hand stays on the ground, twist, left arm up into the sky. If you want, bend into your right knee, lengthen your left leg, unclench your jaw. All right, forward fold. Left hand stays, right hand reaches up. Lengthen your right leg, bend your left knee, and unclench your jaw. Right hand comes down, half lift. Walk your hands up to your shins or your thigh bones. Heart reaches forward, sits bones reach back, belly in, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, forward fold, hands down, and let all the thoughts drip out the top of your head. 2 more times, yogis. Inhale, half lift, flat back, heart forward, sits bones back. Exhale, forward fold, hands down, chin to chest. 3rd time's a charm. Inhale, half lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. All right, low lunge. Keep your right foot at the top of the mat. Step your left foot as far back as you want your left foot to step. Let the knee lower down to the earth. Keep the left hand on the ground and reach your right arm high into the sky. And now move your right arm around 3 circles one way and 3 circles the other. Nice, wide, sweeping circles. Low lunge, both hands to the earth. Reach your arms high into the sky. If you want, you can weave your fingers above your head, but you don't have to. Breathe here. Sink your hips, lengthen your spine, pull your belly in. Cactus your elbows, lean into the back of your heart. Nice and easy, slowly half splits. Both hands go inside your front right foot. Wiggle your back knee a little bit back and then lengthen your right leg any amount while keeping your hands where they were. Don't walk your hands backwards. Just lengthen your right leg. Heart reaches forwards, unclench your jaw, hinge from your hip. Think about drawing your belly button closer to your thigh bone. Inhale, lizard pose, rebend into your front right knee. You can walk the right foot all the way over to the right edge of your mat. Both hands stay inside your right foot. Back toes can come untucked. Leave the back knee down on the earth. Stay and breathe here. Unclench your jaw and send your breath into your hips or your hamstring or your hip flexor, wherever it is that you feel this posture the most. Nice and easy child's pose. Front foot steps back. Big toes touch. Knees together for low back stuff. Knees wide for hip stuff. Forehead to the earth or stack your hands to rest your forehead down on the ground. Reach your hands forward or bend your elbows to stack your hands. Breathe into your hips, unclench your jaw. And then rise up to a tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Your hips go over your knees. Cat-cows, reset your spine, droop your belly, lift your gaze, inhale, exhale, push earth away from you, tuck your chin to your chest, navel to the spine. 2 more times. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And then downward facing dog, hands move 1 paw print forwards. Tuck your toes, hips high into the sky. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Shake your head, yes, no, maybe. And then walk your feet up to your thumbs. Take your time, pay attention. You're going to get longer hamstrings every time you travel from the back of the mat to the front of the mat. Stay low in your forward fold, grab elbows, let torso drip off the pelvis. Slowly release your hands, slowly roll it, stand up 1 bone at a time. Roll your shoulders and picture close. Tadasana, palms forwards. Thinking about spreading out through the toes, pushing the earth away with the toes, pushing the universe up with the head. And then inhale, reach your arms up wide and high. Right arm back, left hand forward, twist. Work to keep your hip points facing to the front of the house. Come back to your center, breathe all the way up. Twist to the left hand behind you, right hand to the front of the house. Come back to your center, breathe all the way up. Cactus your elbows, open your heart. Weave your fingers behind your butt. Other thumb goes on top, the non-dominant threading. Open the heart this way. Soften your knees. Drape your torso over your thighs. Slowly release your hands all the way down to the ground. Twist, right hand on earth, left hand high in the sky. Exhale, left hand comes down, right hand comes up. Right hand touches down. Have gratitude for gravity. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Breathe your heart forwards. Exhale, forward fold, hands down, touch the earth. Left foot stays to the top, right foot steps all the way back. Drop your right knee to the earth. Right hand stays on the ground. And 3 sweeping arm circles. One way with the left arm. And 3 sweeping arm circles the other way with the left arm. Hands touch down, low lunge, pull the belly in, reach your arms high into the sky. Every inhale lengthens your spine. Every exhale deepens you into your posture. Nice and easy. Half splits, both hands inside your front left foot. Lengthen your front left leg, flex your toes towards your nose, reach your heart forward, send your hips back, unclench your jaw, belly button to thigh bone. Nice and easy lizard pose, rebend into your front left knee, stacking left knee over left ankle, both hands stay inside of your left foot, and unclench your jaw. Breathe here. Nice and easy child's pose. Big toes touch, knees together for back step, knees wide for hips. Forehead to the ground. Reach your hands forward. Rise up to a tabletop. Do some cat-cows. Reset your spine. And here too for wrist stretches. In tabletop, if you turn your right hand 45 degrees to the right and left hand, like I said, it's 90. Yeah, turn your right hand to the right, turn your left hand to the left. And then circle your shoulders over your wrists. 3 one way, 3 the other way. If you want, if you can, it doesn't bother me if you can't, though. Don't let it bother you either if you can't yet. So, if available, turn your hands to face your knees. You can always do one hand at a time. Nice long arms, shift weight towards your heels, unclench your jaw, and breathe into your forearms. Remember, everything is optional. Slowly release, hands come back forwards. Tops of the hands to the earth at the wrist creases, not at the knuckles. Again, this can be one at a time too. Nice long arms, shift your way back towards your heels again. Unclench your jaw. Pay attention if you're pushing your tongue to the roof of your mouth. And then slowly release. Bring your knees together. Tuck your toes if available and sit on your heels. But if you have any knee, ankle, toe stuff, you can always skip this. Reach your right arm out long in front of you. Hook it with the left elbow. Gently tug on the shoulder. Slowly release. Other arm, left arm out in front. Right hand hooks. Slowly release. Give your right hand high to the sky. Bend your elbow. Left hand finds your elbow. Sit nice and tall. Think about pushing the back of the head into the forearm. Slowly release arms. Left elbow bends. Right hand finds elbow. Push head into back of forearm. Slowly release. Stretching out the tops of the feet. Untuck your toes. Leave your sits bones close to your heels. Hands behind you. And lean back. Lift up your knees. Unclench your jaw. All right, downward facing dog. Hands to top, feet to back, hips high to sky. Walk up to the top of the mat. Pay attention to how you feel in your hamstrings today. Have gratitude for how far you've come. I think oftentimes we worry about how far we have yet to go, or sometimes we see other people and we feel like they're ahead of where we are in our journey, but everyone's timeline is unique. So stay low in your forward fold. Let all of your expectations go. Then slowly roll to stand up. Roll your shoulders and fix your pose. Okay, so standing at the top of the mat, tree posture. Spread out through all 5 of your right toes. Hands to your hips or by your side, out to the hands or decorations. So, left knee up into space. Move your left knee around in an infinity 8. And then keep the knee up, sweep it open and closed. And tree posture. This is kickstand tree. The toes are on the earth. The heel is on the ankle. You can also do calf tree, knee tree, upper and inner thigh tree. Pick a tree that is best for you today. Mudra Namaste, palm to palm, hands to your heart. Come back to your intention, come back to your breath. Stand tall in your skeletal system. And then both feet on the ground. Roll your shoulders, fix your clothes. Tadasana, mountain pose. Other side, left foot stays on the earth. Right knee comes up into space. Move your knee around in space. Yeah, like you're just on a spinning rock in the middle of a vast universe with 8 billion other people. So I think sometimes we get in our own heads thinking that like other people are thinking about us, but in reality, we think about ourselves more than we think about anybody else. Knee up, sweep it open and closed. Everyone is in their own head about it. So let other people's perspectives or perceptions of you go. Tree posture. Your different sides can be different. This is kickstand tree. You can have calf tree, knee tree, upper and thigh tree. Palm to palm, hands to your heart. Namaste Mudra. Take a soft moment to remember how far you have personally come in your journey. And then put your feet on the ground. Inhale, reach your arms up wide and high. Grab all the good. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive down, and let it go. Top of your mat, half lift, flat back, breathe in. And downward dog, hands to top, feet to back. All right, right leg high to the sky. Stack the hip, bend the knee, move your knee around in space. And pigeon pose. Sweep your right knee behind your right wrist. Put it on the ground. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle the left ankle behind the left wrist. And you can stay up on your hands and or you can come down to your forearms. Unclench your jawline and breathe here. Yeah, whenever I get overwhelmed with how far I think I need to still get in my life by a certain time, I just go back and I remember moments in my life that I thought at the moment were really difficult, and then I remember that I handled it. I always got through the difficult, sticky parts of life. And that gives me great comfort to remember that when another sticky part of my life happens, that I will get through it too. All right, come up, roll onto your right butt, sweep your left leg up and around to the other side of your right thigh bone. If both of your sits bones are on the ground, keep this low knee bent. If your left sits bone is off of the earth, either put a pillow or a block under it, or just kick your right leg forwards. Reach your arms up, breathe up. As we exhale, twist to the left. Left hand behind you, hook the right elbow on the outside of your left knee, or you can also just give yourself a big hug. Flex your right toes towards your nose, push your right thigh bone down into the ground if it's long. Slowly release. One more, and then we'll do it on the other side. Think about bringing your left knee on top of your right knee. Think about bringing your left foot close to your right sits bone. So squeeze your inner thighs together. Push your right thigh bone down. Inhale, reach your arms up high into the sky. As you exhale, forward fold over your right leg. Just bring your hands down to the earth. Don't worry about touching your pretty toes. Remember, every inhale lengthens your spine, and every exhale deepens you into the posture. Hinge from your hip. And slowly release. Bring your heart up. Get your leg out of the way, and then roll over to a tabletop. Hands to top, feet to back, hips high to sky. Left leg up, stack the hip, bend the knee, move the knee around in space. Yeah, everyone's going through something, and some of us don't talk about what we're going through either. So when you meet people today, just be kind. Sweep your left knee behind your left wrist, put it on the ground, and practice being kind to yourself first. Walk your right leg back. Stay up on your hands or come down to your forearms. Yeah, when we treat ourselves well, we show others how we want to be treated. And so when we treat ourselves poorly, we also show others how, we're okay with being treated. But the practice starts with self-awareness and then deciding how we want our future self, the habits we want our future self to have. What kind of person do you want to be in the future? And then start today. Start small. You cannot change like 100 things in one day. So start small. Bring your heart space up. Roll onto your left bum. Right leg comes up and over. If both sits bones are on the ground, keep them. If not, slide a block underneath your right sits bone or a pillow. Otherwise, you can also kick your left leg long to the front of the house. Do a twist. Hug your knee with your left arm, right hand behind you. Or you can also hook the knee with the elbow. Keep the hand close to the sits bones. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, twist. And slowly release. Right knee on top of your left knee. Wiggle your right heel close to your left bum. Sit nice and tall into your spine line. As you exhale, forward fold over your left leg. Oof, I am much tighter on this side than the other side. So unclench your jawline. Every inhale lengthens your spine. Every exhale deepens you into the posture, even if it's like a tiny amount. Even if it's just like an energetic forward fold. Like if you can't see it physically, but you can just feel it, that's okay. All right, nice and easy. Bring your heart space up. Both legs long. Squeeze your legs together. You can actually bend your knees if you want to. Lengthen your spine as you inhale. As you exhale, forward fold over both legs for Paschimottanasana. And taking a moment to look at all of your 10 toes. And to remember that somebody probably counted your toes when you were born. And that your skin that you were born inside of is a gift, and it is your biggest protector. It also tells your stories. Your freckles, scars, tattoos, sun marks. So inhale, bring your heart space up. Yeah, your skin's your largest organ. So drink a lot of water. All right, slowly lower down to the backside body. When you get down there, keep your knees bent. Or actually, left leg long, bend your right knee, give your right knee a hug. Move your right knee around. Unclench your jawline, soften the sides of your tongue, and just look at your ceiling or the sky. Widen your tongue, let it slide down the back of your throat. Remember that your thoughts are like passing clouds, something to look at but nothing to hold on to right now. And then supine twist, using the left hand as an anchor. Draw the knee over and across the midline to the left side. Right arm goes out long to the right. You can look up or you can look over your right hand. And breathe. I can hear monkeys right now outside my window. I love living in Costa Rica. Come back to your back side. Right leg long. Left knee up and in. Give your left knee a hug. And move your left knee side to side. All right, nice and easy supine twist. Use the right hand as an anchor. Draw the knee across the midline over the right side of the world. Reach your left arm out long to the left. You can look up or you can look over to the left. Move your jawline around a little bit. Settle in. And then nice and easy, come back to your back side. Happy baby. Knees to the outsides of your ribs. Find the backs of your legs or your shins, ankles, feet, elbows inside your knees. And then sway side to side. Bend your knees into your belly. Give yourself a big hug. As you exhale, draw your nose up in between your knees. Give yourself a kiss or come to yoga. Lay down. Shavasana. Final resting pose. Legs can be long or your knees can be bent. Feet flap open. Palms are up so the fingers can curl. Puff your heart up to wiggle your shoulders away from your ears. Unclench your jawline. Let your tongue widen and slide down the back of your throat. Even feel like your eyes are like falling into the back of your head. Try to relax all your muscles and just allow Earth's gravitational pull to hold you. So as you breathe, again, pay attention to how long your outhales are. And then work to simply smooth and steady everything out. If the thoughts go back to the dirty dishes or the to-do list or the emails, just work to bring your awareness back into your breath. Very nice and easy. Bring awareness back into your breath. Breathe all the way down into your hips. Take a nice deep inhale, filling up your lungs, your belly, and your throat. And then open your mouth and sigh it all the way out. And then do that again. Deep breath up and in. And full breath out. All right, wiggle fingers and toes. Circle ankles and wrists. Reach your arms up over your head. Give yourself a big old stretch. Bend your knees to your belly. Rock side to side. Relax your low back. Roll over to your favorite side body. Cradle your head with your arms. Fetal position. And taking a moment on your side to just be here now. You know, there was a past version of you that really, really wanted to be here. And I know that the present moment isn't perfect. It's not idyllic. Because everyone's always going through something. So remember that even though you can think about a future variation that you want to be, the only way to get there is through action. Thoughts are the beginning point, turn into words, which are important to follow through with action. And then when you're consistent, you get to create the life you want to live. So nice and easy, yogis, using the strength of the arm bones. Push yourself up. Make your way to an easy seat again. Sitting crisscross applesauce or sitting on your heels or just even laying on the ground. To finish, clasp palms down on the knees to ground yourself, or flip them up to receive. Sit tall into your spine. And take a moment. Take a moment to present yourself by paying attention to what's one thing you can see with your eyes, one thing you can smell with your nose, one thing you can taste with your tongue, one thing you can hear with your ears, and one thing you can feel on your skin. Because this present version of you is maybe going through something right now. Maybe it feels heavy, and maybe you feel alone. There's 8 billion people on this planet, and everybody is going through something, I promise. So go back in your history and remember a time that you were successful, that you persevered, that you're accomplished. And just trust that you'll be successful in your future too. When you're ready, reach your arms up wide and high. Grab all the good. Palm to palm, hands to your heart. So take a soft moment to think about one thing that you want to create for yourself in this upcoming calendar year. Because you just made it through a calendar year. So if you could have gone back and done anything 1 year ago consistently, what would that one thing be? And today is your start date. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Aho. Thank you for coming to yoga. I hope to see you again soon.